Volker Baisch is on his way to work.
Baisch? Hallo, mein Schatz. Na?
He gets a call from his wife.
Tja, das ist natürlich ein Problem.
It looks like he's going to have to rethink his day.
My kid's sick.
The management consultant shares the childcare with his wife, and on this occasion he's the one who has to stay at home. As a freelancer, he enjoys the freedom to structure his professional life around his family. But for regular employees, it's not that easy.
It's particularly difficult for staff at car manufacturers. Volkswagen is the first car maker we've had serious dealings with. It's a traditionally male-dominated industry, and it's more conservative and a touch skeptical about what we're doing.
By that, he means heightening awareness of fathers and creating a culture of greater flexibility in the workplace. He and his 10 employees see it as their job to convince companies to introduce part-time and less rigid working hours, as well as extra training.
They transfer their paternal skills to their management duties. A key aspect of the training takes place outside. They bring their children along, and they learn how to lead them in activities like climbing. And the feedback they get is then transferred to the workplace. The next step is a modern mentoring program for fathers in management positions. It's all about career and compatibility.
Christoph Ewert understands the need for that. He has a leading position at the Hamburg water authorities and also has 3 children. His wife works for the same organization, but because they are both part-time, they generally manage.
We only run into difficulties when both my wife and I have appointments and I have to say, well, there's an issue at work and I have to go sort it out. Getting around a situation like that does require a certain amount of organizational talent.
Hamburg Wasser was the first company Volker Baisch advised, and that was 10 years ago. He worked with the personnel department to come up with a viable and effective flexi-time model that appealed to men as well as women.
We have 80% men, possibly even more at that time. We can't say it's a women's issue and therefore not relevant to us because it affects all staff. And what has come out of it is we don't differentiate.
Christoph Ewert arrives home in the evening. For the engineer, it's clear. He wants to get ahead professionally and have time for his children.
Men are often afraid that they'll be disadvantaged in their careers, but that's not how paternal leave worked out for me. Each time it provided me with the opportunity to change something in my professional life, and that was never negative.
So having it all is not impossible. It just requires a change in thinking.